Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to HermitPack. So we have updated the pack to the latest, I believe it was 1.2? I don't recall for sure, but yeah, we updated the pack and we got one really nice thing out of that. And even though the texture is still screwed up, the chisel from the chisel mod now works properly. So because of that, I did a little bit of chiseling and a little bit of chisels and bits also, and made this really nifty looking chiseled brick archway to go into the house. So I think that looks really cool. Another thing that I did is I took a whole bunch of my stuff that I had in the refined storage system as well as on the racks here from the Hermit Quest and put those over here on pedestals. So I have tried my best to figure out what each one of them is from. There's a couple of them here that I don't know. I have found a couple of oddball blocks, but we have the ocean glass, the at block. This is gold wood, I believe. I'm not sure if I can just pick this up, so I've been using Silk Touch to pick it up. But this is a golden log, that's what it is. Then we have the snake leaves, zombie flesh block, the Jevon slime, and processed scallium. This one is, yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. I need to get the regular scallium though. It's kind of hard to find. But yeah, we're not going to be working on that. We've been doing a lot of tech here the last couple episodes, so I want to kind of stay away from that as well. But I was kind of thinking about something that I need to do, and it involves this hammer that is in my offhand. And mining, especially obsidian, is really a pain in the butt. So I want to get myself a beacon. Of course, to do that, we need to kill a wither. So we need to take a look at our system here and see how many wither skeleton skulls we have. So I've been doing a little bit of fighting of those. We have 7 of them. Now, one thing that we can do with the wither skeleton skulls, if we look at the recipe on these, we can combine a regular skeleton skull with 3 withered ribs, and we can make ourselves more skulls. So, if we get a skeleton, we have 355 of those. I don't think we're going to run out of those anytime soon. And the rib, so we have 30 of these, and there we go, 17 wither skeleton skulls now. Now, the other thing that we're going to need is some soul sand, of course. And so that should be a great deal plenty. I do believe I'm also going to grab a bunch of footlongs. 4? What? I don't know. So you can see here we have 55,000 bread now on our system. I don't think we're going to be running out of bread power anytime soon. Like I was saying before, if we do, we can very easily update the size of the farm, add in more whatever culinary generators, which I did add another one of those. I've got 2 of them now. The mechanism system was really chewing through the power, so I needed a second one, and everything seems to be going good here. But we are going to go ahead and go to, I think we're going to go down into our mining area and set up these wither bosses. Of course, we're going to do them one at a time, but we have a decent bow, we have a really good sword, and hopefully we can kill them without any issue. Now, another thing that I have that's really going to help me out in my baubles slot, I have the antidote charm. This cures wither. The only problem with this is this thing is just about done, and I don't know if there's any way to repair this thing. Now, I might have another antidote charm. I could have sworn that I found another one. Maybe we ought to go up into the base real quick and see if we have another one of those antidote charms, because we just might. So let's go ahead and head in here and we'll see. Let's check charms. Well, we have a void charm. Void falling protection. What? Void falling protection while carrying. That would have been a very good one for when we had the wither fight. But yeah, it doesn't look like we have another one of those charms unless it's in one of these here, which I doubt. Nope. So, yep, we're just going to have to hope that the one that we have is good enough. I wonder if there's a recipe for that. Let's just find out here. So, yes, there is actually. So, you know what? We just need a spider eye to repair that thing. A fermented spider eye. We should have everything for that. Quite a bit of them, actually. So, we need a spider eye. So we need the fermented spider eye, which is just mushroom, sugar, and spider eye. We may not have sugar. Nope, we do. Okay, well, you know what? We'll make a stack of those, or as much sugar as we have anyway. And so, there we go. Now, with one of those, we repaired our charm. And now we won't have to worry about our wither damage anymore. So that is really going to help things out. So I'm going to head down into the mines, and we're going to go and fight ourselves some wither bosses. Okay, so I do believe we are ready for this, so we're going to go ahead and place down our soul sand. And we'll just place the skulls on here, and I believe we can place them on the side now. No. Maybe it's you can lay it out this way. I don't remember. I know there was a change to how you could lay out the wither skeletons. But there we go. Okay, so the beginning. So let's go ahead and step back here a little. We'll have our bow ready to go. And here we go. So there shouldn't really be any mobs around here. So he should only be interested in us. Boy, we're doing a lot of damage to him too. Of course, we do have power 5 on this bow, so that's pretty nice. Okay, time for melee damage. And I love how fast I can hit with this sword for this very purpose. So, oh, that is not where we want to be. Ooh, water bucket, please. Thank you. So, I guess I was prepared for a couple of things. I had my water bucket, I had my... Ooh, and we have some of these guys now. So, yeah, we're working on getting another Ender Dragon. So, yep, we've got that. We got our Nether Star. That is pretty cool. Now, there are a couple other things that we can do with Nether Stars, so I am probably going to fight a couple more of these Wither bosses. And short of dying, I don't think that you'll see anything about it. But, yeah, I'm going to lay out a couple more of these guys, and I guess I will see you guys in a little bit. So we have 5 Nether Stars, and I was just going to make a beacon, but I want to try something else first. So I was looking through the uses for the Nether Star, and you know, there's a lot of things here that I'm not sure we're going to get into, at least not right away, from environmental tech. And then we start getting into the Advanced Wand Core, Witherless Rose. I believe this makes it to where you'll never take wither damage. We have a Nether Star generator. I have no idea how much that would make. But here in just a little bit, we'll see the thing that I want to make. So there is an Ender Star. Now the Ender Star takes Dragon Breath, Black Quartz, and Prismarine Shards. Well, we should have plenty of Prismarine Shards after I went and started attacking the Ocean Monument. So we're going to go ahead and make one of those real quick. And now if we look up the Ender Star, Ender Start, the Ender Star, there's a couple of things that I want to try here, but we're just going to do one first. So this Wings of the Bats, this takes Empowered Diamantine crystal blocks. Well, we don't have all of the equipment for this yet. Bat's Wings and the Ender Star, and I believe this gives creative flight. So that would be nice, but I don't think we're going to do that. What I want to do is get this Advanced Ring of Haste. So we are going to need a Ring of Haste first, and I don't think we have one. No, we don't. So the Ring of Haste is several repeaters, Diamantine crystal block, netherwort, water bottle, and a ring. So the ring is pretty easy. We can make that right away. No problems there. So this diamantine crystal block. This is made with the atomic reconstructor and a block of diamonds. So I'm going to have to figure out where I put this thing, set it up, and we will get that done. Now, diamonds, we have plenty right now. We have 731 diamonds and 11 ore currently. And I believe we can also run some of these ores and tools through one of the machines to get diamonds back out of them. But so, yeah, I'm going to get that diamantine block made up, and I will be right back. So I got our diamantine crystal block here, so we should have everything that we need for that now. So we may have to make some repeaters, I'm not sure, but I thought I was in the crafting grid. So let's just see. Nope, we have repeaters. So there's our ring of haste, and now we're going to go ahead and make up this advanced ring of haste. And now what I'm hoping, haste 2. That is what I was hoping for. Now this gives haste 2 also. This does not go into there. Okay, so if let's just go ahead and drop the onyx off here, because that was not exactly working for haste 2. So let's go ahead and come over here and give this a try real quick. Ow. So we should be able to, fairly close to insta-break? No? Well, what is going on there? Let me go and make a diamond pickaxe with efficiency 5, and we'll try that out, because we should be able to insta-mine. So I will be right back. So I happen to have a diamond pickaxe with efficiency 5 on it. This one has mending and soulbound. I'm not sure where I got it. I may have found it while exploring. But so we are able to get insta-mine here, and this is without any beacon effects or anything. This is just from our advanced ring. So yeah, that's actually really nice. Now I'm kind of curious if we put it doesn't go into our bauble slot. So can we put it in our expanded inventory? There's my other antidote charm. Okay, if we put it in here, nope, we lose the effect then. So that is unfortunate, but yeah, we do have Instamine, so at least that haste effect is working. So I don't think there's any way that we can increase the speed of our pickaxe here, or our hammer for that matter. I think these are about as fast as they're going to get, which is unfortunate that a tinker's tool cannot exceed the speed of a regular vanilla pickaxe. That seems kind of weird. I may have to do just a little bit of checking on that and see, because it seems like that's awfully slow. Now I know this is still iron, and we could possibly upgrade it to a different, like maybe the cobalt, but yeah, it just seems kind of odd that we can't get that much speed out of this pickaxe that is maxed out on its speed, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna see what I can come up with on that, and I guess I'll be back in a little bit. So the basic gist of what I got out of looking at the book and looking through JEI is that we need to make the entire tool out of cobalt to get the mining speed of 12. So we're going to try that with a fresh new tool and just see here. So yes, this does have the mining speed of 12 by itself. So what I want to do is come in here and replace the parts in this one. So our old mining speed was 25.59. Now this takes us to 28.78. Okay, so if we put in a cobalt binding, that does not affect our speed. Neither does the handle. So let's just check the difference in durability. So right now 1,649 versus 1,770, okay, versus 2,108. So yeah, I think we will go up to the cobalt here on our fortune pickaxe, but also we are going to add silk touch to this one here, because I didn't have a silk touch pickaxe. So I think I'm going to go and do some mining for a little while with this guy. We should be able to level it up pretty darn fast. We'll get some redstone on it and things like that. And yeah, then we will hopefully be able to do some mining faster from now on whenever we need to. So I'll be back in a little bit. Well, I have been doing a whole lot of mining. I have my Silk Touch pickaxe right here at Godlike now, so we're getting up there. I've been kind of messing with the mending moss, trying to figure out exactly how this works, and it seems like I just need to hold one tool in my offhand at all times, and that seems to help. But now the way that I have been doing this when I'm mining, I will put my shovel or my pickaxe in one hand and the opposite one in the other hand, so I have the shovel and the pickaxe, and then I can just walk forward and mine, and whether I need the pickaxe or the shovel, it will automatically select the right tool, break the blocks, and I can just walk. Now, being that my pickaxe is cobalt, it has the momentum modifier, and so the faster we can move through the blocks, the faster the pickaxe works. So that's pretty cool. But one thing that we have run into a problem with now is that we are getting a huge amount of items in our storage system. If we go downstairs and look at our storage, our drives, we're currently at 85% full, and the only reason for that is because I just compressed a whole bunch of materials. So if we were to uncompress all of this sand, all of the cobblestone, or that's gravel, the cobblestone, the netherrack, all of that stuff, if we were to uncompress that, we would have no room for anything. So what I want to do is get a few of these items that we have a huge amount of, like for instance stone or bread or things like that, and I want to put them in an external storage system. And we have these quantum storage units from Quantum Storage. Now I think, from what I understand, these hold almost limitless materials. So we're going to go ahead and make up one of these and just see what it does here. So for now, I'm just going to place this, let's say right here. And let's see, so we have in and out. This looks much like a deep storage unit. So let's see here. Do we have an export bus? No, we don't. Alright, well, I suppose what we'll do here, we'll just take some bread. We'll put some bread in here. And so we have 64 in it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and put an external storage on this. And we're going to want to put this as bread. We're going to whitelist bread, set our priority to 1000, because we want all of our stuff going in there. And yeah, so we have a little bit of extra bread in here, and it shows us how much? 536 million? Well, that doesn't seem right, because it only shows 69 and we have 133. So something isn't right there. Maybe it's not counting the 64 that's in the side position. I don't know. But so this thing will hold a quite large amount of material. So what we need to do is get some export buses. We'll export certain items into these quantum storage. Now this is going to increase our power demand. So if we look here now, we have the external storage, which is 1 RS per tick. But if we can get rid of a couple of our drives because of that, that would be pretty cool too. So I'm going to build a couple more of these, set them up for our items that we have the most of, and I'll be back in a little bit. So I've added several of these quantum storage units. I'm storing our most common items. We have bread, stone, sand, netherrack, charcoal, cobblestone, and gravel stored in these. Now, one thing that I did was to move the quantum storage that has the bread over here, And then I can put as many of these culinary generators as I want, pulling off of this one quantum storage unit, instead of having to have an exporter for every one of them. And I might do the same thing with the furnace generator here eventually, because we already have the charcoal in one of these somewhere right here. Here it is. So yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal to put the charcoal up here as well, so that we have all of our generating supplies independent from the refined storage system, even though they're still visible in the refined storage system. So I've also been running a bunch of the cobblestone through the sag mill here, turning it into gravel and sand, and then I've been running some gravel through, turning it into sand and flint, and then turning a bunch of the sand into silicone. But yeah, we've been doing that, and I want to try something else to kind of help improve my mining ability. So I have figured out that these cobalt pickaxes will insta-mine with the haste 2, but it takes them a little while to do that. The momentum enchantment, or, well, not necessarily enchantment, it's the modifier, the momentum modifier, after a while does get us to insta-mine, but they only mine one wide, of course. So what I would like to do is increase the size of our mining on our pickaxes. So we can do that by adding some bonus tool modifiers, and then we need to add the expander onto this. So I want to expand this horizontally first, and then we're going to expand it vertically. And what I'm hoping is that these will stack. So I'm also going to take another horizontal expander, and we're just going to see if that will work. Now we're going to want a level 3 tool modifier for the particular pickaxe here, so we'll go ahead and grab that, and I think we have a level 2 here somewhere. Oh yeah, and I also, this is a little bit of a word of warning for you guys. I was rearranging the discs that I had here. I was able to clean off 2 of them completely, so they're no longer in the system. But I was using the disc manipulator. I had it sitting here. I had a stack upgrade and 3 speed upgrades in it. And I broke the disc manipulator thinking that I was going to get all that stuff out of it, and it deleted all of the items that were in the disc manipulator. Thankfully, I didn't have any discs in there, but losing those speed upgrades and stack upgrades, that kind of sucks. But so anyway, we're going to try to find this, there we go, the level 2 modifier. And now we're going to add these to this thing. So we're going to add the level 1, we're going to add the level 2, and the level 3. So this gives us our, well, we have 6 modifiers here, so we should have plenty of them. I want to first go with the vertical expander, so height plus, and then I want to go with the horizontal expander, which gives us width plus. Can we do that again? Nope, it can only be applied once. Well, that kind of stinks, so let's go and check and see what this did to our pickaxe. So I'm hoping it will be a 3x3 now, but I don't know for sure. So let's go ahead and run down here. Either this is going to be a 3x3 or it's going to be a cross. Actually, it looks like it's a 2x2. Okay, we've got ghost blocks. That's always nice. We got more ghost blocks. Well, that's not working very good. Looks like it's kind of random on what it does, but we are getting a lot of ghost blocks here, which that is really annoying. There they are. So the ghost blocks here are definitely not something that I want, but it's definitely random on where it's breaking the blocks. That's kind of annoying. So, sometimes it's breaking them width-wise, sometimes it's breaking them height-wise, sometimes it only breaks 1. So yeah, that really actually sucks a lot. I don't know what the story is on that, but so, Might have to do a little bit of research on how that works on the height and width plus, but I'm going to check that out, and I'll be back in just a little bit. So I put the horizontal expander on my hammer, and yeah, this seems to work just fine. So I don't know why it's so buggy on the pickaxe, but okay, whatever. So that's unfortunate that it works that way on the other, but I just want to see if I go vertically. Yeah, it goes 5 wide on the vertical as well. That is pretty cool. So we can mine really fast now, which is really nice. So yeah, suppose that's going to be very helpful in our speed of mining. I think I'm going to only leave it at the horizontal expansion. I'm not going to go on the vertical, because I only really want to go 3 wide, and since I have the magnet and everything like that, it will pull all of those items together, and I will be picking them up, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, I suppose that's kind of going to render our pickaxe here a little bit useless. That's unfortunate, but this hammer is really going to be very useful at this point now. So I think what we're going to go for next, the mending moss is good on it, but unfortunately we can only go to level 3 on mending moss. So I think from this point on we are going to be trying to go with unbreaking on this and try to get to unbreakable. So we have this reinforcement modifier, and this just takes a blank cast and some obsidian. So I'm going to have to take some gold and pour it into a blank cast, and yeah, that's where we're going to have to go with that. We can add another modifier still to this guy with the level 3 modifier, and I suppose we'll do that real quick. And so we'll still have one modifier. We can add unbreaking 1 to it. So yep, I'm going to melt a little gold down, get that modifier set up, and I'm probably going to make a whole bunch of them so that as we get modifiers available, we can put it in there. So I'm going to get that all taken care of, and I'll be back in a little bit. Well, all I can say is this is absolutely ridiculous. So mining will no longer be an issue. We can just kind of go along, dig up whatever we want, and it looks like, whoa, major lag spike there. So we can just go along and mine whatever we want, and we happen to find something like, oh, say, iron or redstone, something that we want to pick up. We can go ahead and mine it. Ooh, diamonds. Always like the diamonds. And then if we want, we could fill that back up with, say, a builder's wand or something like that. So if we grab a builder's wand, we can come in here and fill this up with stone or whatever else we may want to fill it with. So, yeah, I don't like really leaving these holes in the ground. But that's just a personal thing for me. And boy, I just made a mess of that. Oh well. Not that big of a deal. So, yeah. Pretty well got our mining issue under control. The only issue that we've got left now is the fact that this hammer is going to take a while to repair itself whenever we use it. And, we have a hole under here. Yeah, it's interesting. But so it may take me a little bit from time to time to get this thing repaired up. Either way, it's going to really get the job done fast. Now this is a cobalt hammer, so we do have a lot of cobalt. If we look in our wrong bag, in our sack of storage, we have a little over 2 stacks of cobalt. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. And if we need to now, we can really mine fast through the nether as well and find tons and tons of cobalt. So either way, that's going to be really helpful. But I think we're coming up on time on the episode, so I am going to have to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts or tips or anything like that that may help me out, be sure to leave that down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!